And we have a chicken shish. Acha, weird bhabe dhorte. We have a chicken shish. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And for today's video, I'm on the hunt for some of the most cheapest Indian food I can find in our city. The Indian food is very expensive here in the UK. Like if I want to have a good curry from a good restaurant, it costs about £7 for just one dish, which is very expensive. And growing up on curries, I'm really craving curry, but I don't want it to be heavy on my wallet. So I'm just looking for options which are going to be cheap, but as well as tasty. We have heard about this place where it's mainly just curry places and it's dominated by Bangladeshi, Indian and Pakistani restaurants, and those are kind of cheaper than the ones that we have closest to us. So we're just gonna go there and see if it lives up to its name. And apparently it gives you a Bangladeshi vibe, like the street food gives you a vibe of your home. So I'm really excited to see that because I miss home. So the goal of the day is to look for curries and any Indian food that will be cheap and tasty. So let's go. So we got food from our first stop, Nemas Food. They specialize in pure vegetarian Indian food and they usually allow you to sit down, but since Corona times, we had to take away. So this is one of their thalis that they offer. So let me open and show you what we have. So we have chole, paneer, dal, rice. We also have roti, and these are papadums, right? So this is a chole bateta or chole bhature, I think. I'm gonna just call that. It has chole in it. I wish we had we have spoons. So this is the chole. Ooh, look at the aloo. This is our dal. You can never go wrong with dal. This is paneer. They only have vegetarian items. They also have a different range of sweets which we got. I'll show you them in just a second. Let's start with our chole. So the chole bhature is very nice. It's tangy and it has a kick of spice to it. I really like it. And chole is a very hearty meal. If you have chole on its own, it's really fulfilling. So this is a good option to have when you want to have vegetarian side items or vegetarian main items. Let's try the chole bhature with the rice. I love rice. Anything with rice just gets a big thumbs up from me. So there's this. Let's try the paneer. So I really like a good paneer dish, and this has a very creamy texture to it and it's a little bit sweet, which I really like in this. Let's try it with the rice again. More reasons to take the rice. I really love the texture of paneer, like the chewiness, I really enjoy it. Let's try our dal. More. I wish I could use my hands. Okay, the rice, I think it has, you know those pachforon or those 5 spices we use in our country, it has that and it's a bit sweeter. It's sweeter than the paneer even, but I really like it. I don't know how else to describe this. It's a very Indian kind of dal. Like you get that distinct Indian flavor from it. It's very hard to get authentic Indian flavors in most of the British Indian shops because they obviously tailor it for the people who are here, like the British people, like most other countries. So if you're looking for some good, authentic vegetarian Indian food, I would recommend Nema to you in a heartbeat. Now it's time to unveil our sweets. It's a mixture of different kind of traditional Indian sweets. Once I learn how to open the box. So 1, 2, 3. Dun 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 dun.
So this one is a reshmi jalebi, and this is an ice cream halwa.
What?
Yeah,
ice cream halwa.
Yeah, and this one is a gajar ka halwa.
Suji.
No, this one is pista badam ka barfi. This is besan ka laddu.
Besan ka laddu. Let's try the jalebi, whatever you want to call it. Let's try that first. I really love a fragrant jalebi and I prefer the thin ones over the fat ones. This is so good. It has the distinct flavor when you fry it in ghee. I think it has saffron hitting all the right spots. It's like the perfect jalebi for any desi person and for me as well. It's fragrant, it's flavorful, crunchy and yellow. The item that has intrigued me the most, the ice cream halwa. How is this? Why is it called an ice cream halwa? We'll find out. So this tastes exactly like strawberry flavored kulfi, so I get where the name comes from. So this is the gajar ka halwa. So this is very nice and buttery, and the nuts are giving it a nice texture. I really enjoyed this. So we're gonna try the besan ka laddu. Besaner laddu. Not for me. You like it. So sweet. Oh yeah, it tastes like Shon Papri, which by the way I really like. It's the most sweetest one then out of all the ones I've tried, so maybe that's why I don't really like it much, because as you all know, I don't really like sweets. But he really enjoyed it. It's a good laddu. Now we're gonna try the pistachio barfi. Really creamy. The pistachio flavor hits you right on the face. I think I'm having too much sweets. So the pistachio barfi is really good as well, but as the besan ka laddu, it's a bit on the sweeter side, so it's a bit for me. So all the sweets that I've tried have a very distinct Indian flavor to them, and I think my favorite would be the jalebi. That one just hits your heart. Now we're done with our first stop. Now on to the next one. So we're here in our second spot, Standard Sweets Center, and this is also one of the cheaper places that you can get Indian food from, so we have heard. And the items we took were chicken curry, dal makhni, aloo tikki, chili naan, aloo paratha, and gulab jamun. And the price range was a bit more than Nemas, but it can still be considered cheap Indian food. So they had a menu which were vaster than Nemas, so they had both veg and non-veg items. I'm gonna start with the dal makhni, which smells really nice and it looks really good as well. Next, I'm gonna try some chicken curry. I love the color on the chicken curry. It looks that it might be spicy. So they have quite a few pieces of chicken for the price and they've been generous with it. So I'm gonna start with the chili naan. How intriguing. I don't think I've ever had a chili naan before. So let's see how it tastes. The naan is very soft and flaky, which I really love when it comes to naan. So I'm gonna try the dal makhni first. Chili naan with dal makhni. First bite. I'm still confused because I expected the dal to be more flavorful. I'm gonna just take another bite to be sure if what I'm feeling is the correct thing. So, second bite. Still not a fan. It's fine, but I think it could be better. They could have done with more seasoning and flavoring. Let's try the chicken curry. Just trying the gravy first. Okay, this is so good. The chicken curry is actually really nice. I really love the spices in it. And look at the chicken. It's so tender. It's falling apart. And it's not as spicy as it looks. It's a bit on the milder side, but it's a very good chicken curry. And paired with the naan, this tastes divine. Now we're gonna try the aloo paratha. So anything aloo, you have my attention. So I had to get the aloo paratha. They have been generous with the fillings because it's a very heavy paratha. And I'm gonna try with the chicken because the dal is honestly a turn off. And this tastes okay. I like the chicken with the naan better, and I really like the aloo paratha on its own. But I'm still gonna try it with the dal. And did the dal change my mind? No, it didn't. It's still okay. I don't know why I'm still having the dal makhni even though I don't like it. I don't know, I just like eating. So this is the aloo tikki. Look at how thick this bitch is and how soft and fluffy. And we took it with a tamarind sauce because I love tamarind. So I'm just gonna dip my aloo tikki in the sauce and blow on it because it's hot and then have it. And I love it. You can see me dance because it's really good, especially the sauce. It's sour and tangy and a little bit spicy. It's yummy. So all in all, the savories were a bit disappointing and underwhelming. They were okay. They were not, I don't know, I was expecting them to be better, honestly. Considering Nemas, They raised the bar too high and I expected them to be better, but oh well, maybe the dessert will change my mind. So this is the gulab jamun. And ooh, drip, 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 raindrop. So I'm gonna take a bite, and it is surprisingly cold and slightly hard. I don't know why, because it's supposed to be soft. I don't know why I'm doing that face. I'm really not liking it. I'm sorry for the misinformation. It wasn't good. So this was it from Standard Sweets. On to the next one. So we are here at Eastern Diner to try more cheap Indian food, and they have stalls outside where you can buy jalebi, samosas. They have different fish items, kebabs, and Kashmiri tea. Let me show you why it is Kashmiri tea. I've never had this tea, and obviously I looked it up. Why is it so special and how is it pink? So apparently, like traditional Kashmiri tea, they don't have it with sugar. They actually have it with salt. But for people who are not accustomed to having it with salt, they actually provide you with sugar. And the pink color is because they use a little bit of baking soda to bring out the pink color. And the specialty of this tea is that they use a specific type of green tea leaves. Enough of the Wikipedia knowledge. Now let's drink. Let's drink Kashmiri tea. This hits the soul. It's so milky and dense, and I really love it. Gives it a little subtle salty flavor, which I'm really enjoying. And they also have bits of nuts inside, and you can kind of chew on it while you sip your tea. This is really tasty, and I've never had it before. I've never had a tea like this before. This is honestly one of the best teas I've had. It's a good tea experience. And who would have thought I would have Kashmiri tea sitting here in UK in an Indian shop? So we got some fish from outside. I just couldn't help myself. I love fish. Smells so spicy. You can see the turmeric. You can see the cumins on the outside. This is a good fish fry. It's not that spicy. I would have preferred it a bit spicier, but it's for everyone here. So this is a good fish fry. It's really moist and juicy on the inside, and it's really fried well on the outside. And we have a chicken shish. Weird. We have a chicken shish. Look at the char on this shish kebab. It's spiced so nicely. You can see the fresh corianders, onions. I can taste garlic and pepper and salt and all the masala here. And this is a good shish kebab. It's charred very nicely, and you can pair it with the different flavors of sauce here. But for me, I think I like it on its own, and if I had to pair it with a sauce, I would try a yogurt mint dip because it's gonna go really well with this fresh shish kebab. So we have more food here. So we have pulao rice, beautiful, colorful pulao rice, spicy lamb madras, and a faluda to end it off. Smell tastes so good. Look at the steaming hot food, and the smell of lamb madras is amazing. It smells spicy, and I'm just salivating. I don't even know how to describe this. It smells beautiful. Let's take some pulao rice. So pretty. It's one of the most prettiest pulao rices ever. I love lamb. I love lamb more than beef. It's chicken, lamb, and then beef. And so I am super happy to be having lamb madras. And we told them to make it spicy, desi style, so they're doing it for us. I usually would have used my hands, but due to Corona, all their toilets are shut down, so I have nowhere to wash my hands. I'm just gonna use a spoon. This tastes like home. The lamb madras is spicy as they promised. You get a burst of flavor when you have it. It's fragrant, it's spicy, it's tangy, it's beautiful. Look at how tender the lamb is. I'm just using a plastic spoon to just tear it off. It's falling apart in my mouth. And the chilies and the coriander, it's giving it such a nice fresh taste to it. This is worth every penny. Every penny. Everything we've had from this store is amazing. The shish kebabs, the fish, the Kashmiri tea, the lamb, the rice. I didn't taste the faluda yet, so I don't know, but it's probably going to be really good. And all their items look really tasty, and you can customize it to this level of spice you want. And everything we took rounded up to 12 pounds, which is very cheap here. Like I mentioned in my intro, Indian food here is very expensive, like good Indian food. But the first place we went to, Nemas, was very cheap. This one was very cheap, and the one we went to before this one, that was relatively cheaper, but it's kind of disappointing taste-wise. But this is just making up for all that disappointment. I finished my pulao and lamb. I'm a happy girl. Now it's time for desserts. It's faluda. Just a disclaimer, I don't really like faluda, so...
You don't like a lot of things.
So it has the usual faluda stuff. I'm not sure what it has. I'm just gonna eat it. Okay. Not bad, Judeo. I just took a little bite of it. It's really cooling after that really spicy lamb. So I think I needed this. I think kulfi ice cream. I think they use kulfi ice cream.
Yeah, usually we do.
Oh, Thai. I thought I just discovered something. Hey, it's not as bad as I expected it to be. And like I said, especially of that spice, this feels really nice going down. It's all cold and sweet and nice. And yeah, I'm not gonna have any more. Not because it's not good, just because I don't like it. Someone else is going to have it because someone else loves it. So that was it for cheap Indian food hunt. And I actually went to 3 places which were pretty cheap when you compare it to the standard UK Indian food places. So the first place we went to was completely pure vegetarian Indian food, and we got a whole thali for like £5, which is like dirt cheap. And we also got some of their sweets, their desi Indian sweets, which were so authentically Indian. It was really good. And the second place we went to, it wasn't expensive, it was moderately cheap, but it lacked in taste. It was kind of disappointing. The tarka dal we had, it just lacked flavor all overall. The chicken curry was and the gulab jamun was the biggest disappointment because it's cold and hard, and it was everything a gulab jamun shouldn't be. And the third place we went to, the Eastern Diner, where we had the lamb madras curry and their pulao. It was amazing. The lamb was so spicy and it just hit all the right places for a desi person, and the pulao was fragrant and colorful, and the most standout item was the Kashmiri tea. I've never had a tea like that, and it's still in my mouth. I can still taste it. It was very creamy, fragrant, a bit salty and sweet, and was pink. It was a very good deal. And if you looked at the video, you could see they were selling street food outside, which was a very nice vibe. I missed that. So if I had to recommend you guys, if you're looking for something, and if you don't have a problem with eating completely vegetarian, I would say Nemas Food first, because for £5 you get a very good deal. But if you're looking for something a bit spicy, a bit desi, a bit up your alley, a bit different, I would suggest you Eastern Diner. They haven't disappointed because every item we had just hit the spot. So which place do you think was the most worth it? Do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.